let's try doing the thing. Hello to no one in particular. I'm gonna have to try to figure out this mic placement better. Do I have everything ready correctly? Let's see. I've got something set up correctly. I have to do a new page now, and I should script out more of the prologue while I can. Because I'm falling behind in terms of pages I've actually put proper words to. I have the, the whole plot outline for this one, but that's very vague and it doesn't give you many directions for, like, paneling and stage direction and dialogue. So I'm gonna have to fix that. New, gotta open the template. Because I have one. I got two, because I accidentally put stuff on it sometimes. And we should be good. Did I swap over yet? Nope, here we go. Okay. Perfect. Nope. Almost. All my stuff has to load. Still. There's one thing. Okay. The most important thing. I'll let the other stuff load in. Oy, taking a while. Excuse me, Clip Studio, could you... Oh no, what happened here? What's going on? Okay, it's working. Oy, it's going so slow. Oh my god. Painfully slow. There is physical pain as a result of what's happening. Okay, there we go. And then we got this. I didn't do the... You gotta go to this and make sure everything's turned on. Keep all of the cutters aligned. Let's see if I can get better at speaking in the proper direction today. Because last time I heard the VOD and it was all over the place, depending on where I was in the room. Definitely need to break some habits involving the, specifically involving the use of the headset microphone. And also, I still haven't downloaded an equalizer. Was gonna do that, just didn't. I will. Get around to it. Maybe. Now this one I'm so glad I drew this front-facing head here, because I can just kind of use it a lot for this particular scene. Armor is so handy if you need to keep redrawing it, at least for the thumbnail phase, because you can just boop. there it is. You've done it. You've drawn the armor again, kind of. Thumbnail completed. Easy panel. Done. Next. Now, unfortunately, the rest of these are not going to be nearly as easy. In fact, I think I'll need perspective. Why does it always move it somewhere else? Get back in there. Perspective ruler. It's the best thing that's ever been made. Maybe, probably. I don't know. There might be some other things that I'm forgetting about. Indoor plumbing, maybe? That was pretty good. Best thing since sliced bread? That's a common one. But who really cares about that? You can do it yourself very easily. Now hold on, I have page 1 open. I can see how far apart these were exactly. Okay, so it's around there. Tricky to place this scene in particular because I'm trying to work within the layout I've constructed in my head. gotta place all these characters in here. This will be a challenge. Let's see if I can do anything close to what I'm thinking about. Their helmets are simpler. The sizing is going to be rough. Let's move this lad over, I think. Whoops. I think that's too much of this one. Get out of here. Should really start feet first with these as an approach. It would definitely help. Because that's where they're grounded to anyway. So, should probably just be doing that more. Head first is usually a bad idea. In life and in this particular circumstance that I find myself in, only adding credence to that idea. Never go head first. 99% of the time, worse than the alternatives. I can't even think of a... You know what? I was gonna say I can't think of a single time when going head first would be the superior. I guess if you're like falling into a wood chipper, you know? Sorry for the gruesome imagery, but it's the only example I can think of. The other way around is so much worse. It's terrifying. And then I think we'll just make this guy a bit bigger. Yeah, I think that's probably good enough for a thumbnail. Otherwise, I'll go insane trying to map this out. Move this over a bit, maybe. Before I go to the next panel, that is. Some more sizing stuff I'll have to figure out later. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then this one, I just had to re-storyboard some of the pages I already had because I'm changing dialogue like all the time. And I've realized I'll probably take tomorrow, or at least a bit of tomorrow because it's my day off, to re-script and re-storyboard everything because I'm falling behind. Like I said, I had to redo this one today so that I actually had something to do on screen. Visually. I have found the rare Gabino. It's not even that rare. I'm streaming pseudo-daily during the weekdays. Ignore the weekends and the days that I sleep too long on accident. Sup, Halbert? Got a new mic. Can you tell? I hope so. Sometimes it sounds better than others. I gotta figure it out. Some things I gotta tune. But for the most part, it should sound pretty good. It did at certain parts last stream when I checked the VOD. And other times it didn't because I have some kinks to work out. I can tell good. I gotta download an equalizer. I gotta filter out some of the tinniness. I think that's coming from the filters. Some of them might be too strong. Might be causing some artifacting. But that's all stuff. All gobbledygook. Technical wizardry and necromancy and what have you. Bunch of nonsense that frankly I shouldn't have to figure out. Somebody should have already done this. And then just applied the filters directly to the microphone. That's not how it works, that's how it should work. In my opinion. Why can't they just make the hardware do the thing without the software? That's my question. did you do anything yesterday? Or for yesterday, I should say? I did not. I didn't do much of anything. I didn't have to work, which was a surprise to me. I checked my schedule and I was like, oh, I don't even have to do anything today. I assumed I would. And it was a paid holiday, too, which was a little bizarre to me because I didn't think I'd worked long enough at this company to get paid holidays, but I guess I do. So that's nice. Yeah, this page is gonna be a nightmare. I do it so often. I'm like, just don't draw as many figures as you did on the last page. But it's the only way I can convey the information in the scene. There's people entering a room. How else would you draw that? Without drawing a bunch of people. I guess I could do like shadows on a wall, but that's boring. You just did a lazy Monday? That's a respectable way to do it. That's also what I did. I was super lazy. In that I was unconscious for most of it. So, about as lazy as you could get, I think. How loud is this? That's alright. I think. Should be fine. The only way I could have been lazier is if I died, I think. Which did not happen. Pretty sure. I don't know. Wouldn't that be messed up? If the afterlife was just literally the same thing and you just didn't know when it started? I've seen those ghost hunter shows. That is apparently a theory that they have, is that you just get caught in a random day during your life and you have no idea that you've moved on to the afterlife yet. Or that you're a spirit. Like that they're always talking about, like, the Civil War soldier still thinks he's in his era, but he doesn't know he's dead, so we're going to communicate with him. It's like, I don't even... First of all, how would any of that even work? If he were dead but didn't know it, how would he communicate with you and not come to some sort of realization that something weird was going on? Oh, I streamed and beat Watch Dogs 1. Does that count as something? That do be counting. You didn't have to stream it, but you did. I would say that counts as doing a thing. I didn't even do that much. Did I stream? I think I did, actually. So you know what? We're both doing a thing. On Monday. I already forgot that I streamed that day. Whoops. Like I said, I was unconscious for most of it. The days are becoming one. I live my life in terms of weeks now. What year is it? Then I did a thing. You did indeed. Be proud of me, sure. Sure thing. I'm not calling you son, though. It's too much of a dichotomy for what I am and what I could be. So, I ain't nobody's daddy. Mm-mm. Not even hypothetically. I mean, I would be bad at being my own father, I think. I barely go to sleep on time, and I don't even eat I don't eat properly, and I don't eat regularly. It's just kind of whenever it happens. So I am a bad influence on myself. Could definitely not parent a different human being. Oops. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Thumbnails are coming out quick, even though I've had to re-storyboard this basically 15 minutes before stream because of my insecurity and indecision with my dialogue and my stage direction. Sooner or later, you'll meet someone who will call you daddy? Absolutely not. Even if you don't like it, they'll do it. I don't think it's gonna have... First of all, I think that word is kind of like losing its trend. Don't you think? I feel like I've heard it less and less these days. I feel like it was a bigger meme like a couple years ago. But not so much anymore. And second of all, if they did that, then I wouldn't have met them. Because I'm so naturally repelled to the idea. The universe would never make it. You know, like those people that make mood boards? And actualization boards to sort of gravitate things into their life? By sheer force of hope? I have one of those, but it's the opposite. I have things I'm going to repel from my life. A bunch of pictures and images and writings of things that should never show up in my life. I don't actually have one of these, but if I did, I'd put a picture of the word daddy, a picture of a box of cigarettes. I don't need those. Get them away from me. A job in a cubicle. I don't want any of that. That's probably going to be on there. On my anti-mood board. What else would I put there? An empty wallet. That one got already remedied immediately. Not immediately. Pretty recently, though. So that's pretty good. The wallet one comes and goes. Yeah, it do. But right now it's pretty. I don't, you know. I was gonna say right now it's coming. So yeah, no, I'm gonna not say that anymore. You made me phrase it that way. I'm gonna put the blame on you. I should just said it's not going. There. Fixed. Perfect. I gotta think. Speaking of things I gotta fix, move this hand. Moved the hando. It's simply too high. Here. That ought to be good. Move on over. You need to have space for your speech bubbles, unfortunately. Otherwise, you just cover the dang things up. There. I've mapped out where one of them is going to go. Right around here, in this general area. I should be more precise about that whole process. But maybe someday. Really, what I should do is map out the speech bubbles first and then draw around them. That's the common tactic, but like I said, I had to re-script this morning, and I'm always changing my speech bubbles and what's inside of them. So it wouldn't even be that effective of a method for me, because I don't know if this is going to be the shape of the bubble, or if it's going to be like this. Or if I'm gonna have like 2 of them, one that I add later, I don't know. I simply do not know. I'm very indecisive. It is one of my personal issues. I'm always adjusting the words that people are saying. That'll probably get easier as I settle into this whole story, but I feel like in the prologue, I'm just trying to convey certain information to establish the setting generally in tone. So I'm trying to convey information in a way that is, delivers it, but also does not seem like exposition because that's boring and stupid. But it's a tricky balance when you're trying to start out. Usually they avoid, or what writers do is they have a fish out of water character, so that when things are explained, they can just cheat and explain it in the most mundane way possible, but they can get away with it because technically the character having these things explained to them needs them to be explained to them in a basic way because they're new here. They're new in town, or to whatever setting you're putting them in. Storyboarding, yeah. Thumbnailing, etc. Whichever term you prefer to use. This should be fine for thumbnails. Now I have to save this to, save it as the other thing. Not the template. Cannot save it as the page template. That's the wrong thing to do. I don't like doing the things wrong. Page 9. Isn't that crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, this is page 10, technically speaking. Because I have a page 1.5 like a moron. I hate when I do that. Bound to happen. Oh yeah, we have this panel up here. Whoops. Alright, not done yet. More. It's gonna be up here. Put your head down further on your neck. I'm always drawing the next too long, and I always talk about it, so it's time to fix it before the issue cements itself. angle this head up a bit. What height did I give them exactly? He's a tall lad. I just want to make sure he's like a head and a half above where her head is. Not the bun, but her actual scalp. Based on this panel I've given. So let's do that. About a head. This would be about his head. And a half. A little bit taller, I think. Put him up. I think he might be even taller, actually. Let's try. Let's get some of this profile shot here, which I have, thankfully. I'll just take this. Actually, you know what? We could just take the majority of it. And then just do the thing where you put it here. Make it bigger. How do people walk exactly, and what does it look like? Nobody knows. Nobody's documented this before. If you have any examples, photographic example, they're lies. They're not real. Nobody's ever documented walking properly before. So, me replicating it poorly is completely understandable, actually. You may want to fix your noise gate or something. Why? What's going on? I do know that there's probably some issues with the noise gate, so if you have anything... Sometimes I can hear you well, sometimes you cut out. Alright, let me take a look. Let me see my filters. Noise suppression or compressor, though? Which one would it be? I don't know. I moved my noise suppression down to minus 45 instead of 55. Let's go to the compressor now. I don't want to mess with this too much because I don't know too well what I'm supposed to be changing here. Maybe it's probably the threshold, but which direction exactly? What about now? Let's see. Yeah, this looks... What about now? Does this sound better? I'm at minus 16. As opposed to like minus 25 or whatever it was. Ooh, peaking. Alright. Does this sound better? I'm at minus 19 now. I'll keep talking so that you can get an accurate read on what's happening. Okay. Testing. Talking about anything. Saying the words. Minus 19.6. Is this a good number? Because I had it at like minus 16, but that seemed like it was going into the red. This seems pretty consistent. Seems alright. I don't think I need to do any output gain. Whoo! Sound pretty good now? Okay, good. It's going into the red a little bit, but I can... It's probably has something to do with like the expander that I have. Yeah, there's some output gain going on here. Let me see if I can just lower that a bit. See if that fixes anything. Let's try 6.8. Hopefully that sorts some things out. Also, I don't have to be like right up on my microphone. I can move back a bit. But if you say it's good now, then we have successfully fine-tuned something. I do also have a limiter on, which we should not ever meet, but just in case. Alright, I think should be good. We'll see how it is in a bit. Yeah, I'm just trying, because I'm nervous when I see it going into the red. I don't know, but if you say it's fine, then I guess that's all that really matters. As long as I don't peak anything. That's really important there. Sounds good while you test it. Well, then I guess I can just go back to doing the thing. And then we're good. Thanks for helping out, though. I was trying to get some feedback on if there was anything specifically. Because I did listen back to the VOD, but I can't do much actionable stuff without, like, live feedback, you know? It's hard to just listen back to a microphone recording and then fix it. Because you can't hear what you're doing in real time. I know you can monitor your audio in OBS, though, like while you're speaking, and that helped out a little bit. It ain't streaming unless there's problems, I know. Especially with new microphone syndrome. It's always gonna happen. Always gonna be something wrong with a new microphone, and even the best streamers in the world can't avoid that fate. I'm watching Germa. He's a guy who you probably know who he is, but if you don't, he's a guy who averages like 10 to 20,000 viewers. And every time he gets a new mic, his audience, they throw hissy fits all the time because, well, just because. It's a new microphone, and it has weird issues. Nobody is immune. And if they are, they're probably already an audio engineer. And that doesn't count. Does not count. Not even a bit. Luckily, and I was going to say I don't have many issues with the visual department, but, you know, every time I do swap my screen, my source, to anything else, like this, for example. Oh, that was my script. I didn't think it would actually work the first time. Then my avatar breaks. Like this, exactly. Exactly like this. Nobody read this script. Nobody do anything. And I don't know how to fix this software. I've been told I should just use a different one, but this one lets me blink, which is nice. Other one, Fujitech doesn't let you do that. It only gives you 2 JPEGs from what I'm aware. And I need 4. I need mouth open, mouth closed, and then mouth open blink, and mouth closed blink. I need them. It breathes life into the character? If I had my say, I would have made a GIF. And I would have like a breathing animation that would tween. Because I ain't hand animating that. Maybe I could have. Well, that's what I would do. I've seen GIF tubers before. That's what they call themselves. I am merely a PNG tuber. And it always looks so neat when it's done well. The GIF tuber. It's like the perfect middle ground between VTubing and PNG tubing. Need to get new PNGs? You have PNGs? I don't believe I even recall. I had to blow some hair off of my phone. Actually seeing your channel like at all before. I'm gonna check it out right now. Oh, look at that, you have a whole model for a character design and everything. Look at that. I had no clue. I'm surprised it didn't come up until this moment. I guess it's just not something that I ask inherent. When people come into my chat, hey, are you a VTuber by any chance? You legally have to tell me. God, I love this Skyward Sword music, but it makes me want to pass out every time. I can't listen to this grand, sweeping orchestral stuff, though, or else I'll never focus. Whatever, I'll try it. I'll try. I'll look up Zelda boss music, and we'll do that. My dogs are barking. Does that show up? I'm checking. Oh, they stopped. Okay, they're doing like a half. They're growling. Top 35 boss themes 2018. Let's do it. Put it on. This would be after Breath of the Wild, too, so Ganon's theme better be in here. From Breath of the Wild. I did not hear dogs. Good. Apparently these dedicated, or at least the one that I have specifically, are pretty good at avoiding detection from things far away. Ah. We're getting some audio from the game, too. Interesting. Oh, no, it's just this guy's got a weird intro. Just play the song. Thank you. Good God. This is so intense. Compared to what I had going on a second ago. See, this is what I'm saying. You can never accurately predict what you're gonna get. What is, let's try this. Okay. It's just not the vibes, man. I can't do it. Maybe the first ones are just here. Oh, horse battle. From Twilight. I remember the horse battle now. Now that I reminded myself, though, I will play Ganon's theme from Breath of the Wild. Because that's a good one. You gotta play very specific boss themes. His arm is dislocated. Let me fix it. Ooh, that's a good song. It reminds me very much of Xenoblade, which is very fitting because I'm pretty sure Monolith Soft has a lot to do with the more recent Zelda games, if I remember hearing about that correctly. Monolith Soft has become like the satellite Zelda developer when they're not doing Xenoblade. And it's like, thank God Nintendo found those guys. Basically carrying their entire company at this point. Well, that and Mario Kart. Mario Kart definitely be carrying that company. Freaking like one of the most sold games they've ever made, Mario Kart 8. I own it. Of course I do. I'm not going to pretend I'm immune to Mario Kart. It's a dope game. Good video game. Just ridiculously popular. This guy's arm is a little comedically tilted. I'm gonna fix that. It's like he's like hoofing it, like he's on some jazzercise aerobics class or something. Put this arm back down here, young man. I don't own it. I wish I did though. It's a good one. Someday we'll get back to the days of Double Dash in terms of best Mario Kart, but this one's a pretty close second, I would say. Some people might disagree, but I think it's pretty good. I'm not a speedrunner, so I'm not like into the Mario Kart Wii scene, where you could just do absurd things with that game, just skip entire courses in seconds by flying off the map at a particular angle. But we all know Nintendo has secretly vowed ever since the GameCube to never make their games skill-based ever again. They got close with the new Smash Bros, but it's still very much a game with shenanigans in it, a bunch of broken garbage. But the broken garbage in Melee, you know, and other skill-based games, they made F-Zero. That's a racing game with no power-ups. You just have to win on your own merit. They will never make games like that no more. Party games only. and I'm convinced that the only reason this game, the newest Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild entries, have any difficulty is probably because Monolith Soft had something to do with it. If it were up to Nintendo, I think every game would be a Kirby game. Especially the Kirby games. Put that arm back where it was. Maybe this one needs to be fixed. No object. I'll show you. No object to transform. Oh, now we're at the part where they just play the same riff over and over. This is when you're shooting the light arrow. And they just keep playing it. I've had enough of you. Alright. New thing. New thing. What about... What is Mario Kart music? What does that sound like? Give me the best Mario Kart. Mario Kart music to study and work fast. You've piqued my interest. Oh, you're gonna start me off with Coconut Mall? Of course I'm gonna watch the video. Yeah, we're sticking around for this. They knew the way to my heart. How dare they? That's like cheating. Gotta work fast. I'm making a comic after all. Maybe if I work fast, it'll only take me 3 years to make this prologue, as opposed to 5 or something. His arm looks so weird. I gotta figure out why. Also, sometimes when I'm cutting out, it's probably because I keep looking at my keyboard mid-sentence, which I should break as a habit also. Because my keyboard is, you know, on a stool. It's a bit of stream lore that I think everybody will come to know until it is fixed. I don't know when that's gonna happen. But I think the noise gate adjustment was good regardless. I did think I might have laid it on a bit too thick there. You know, the keyboard is probably where the cutting out is? Yeah. I'll have to break that habit too and just be mindful of when I'm, you know, doing that. It was much easier to not do that when I had the headset. The headset was very, very much easy to avoid any problems of this proximity chat issue. I just move wherever I wanted. But they don't make headset mics that good. If they did, I would be... Well, maybe they do. I don't. I've never seen it. It's probably very expensive if it exists. I never really researched expensive quality headset microphones. I just assume the dedicated ones are meant for that. You know, they probably got better internals, all of that. They do, but they are expensive. That's what I figured. Rubs chin. Yeah, probably not going to buy any of those for a while. Maybe someday. So just so I could have my freedom to whip around my room again. It's also a microphone you can attach to any headset that sounds good. That would be an interesting way to do it. If you already have the headset, you could just attach as... It's basically a dedicated mic. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't even think of that as an avenue, but I guess it makes sense. I plan to buy one for my VR headset someday. That sounds like a good idea. Is his arm too low is the problem? Let's see. That might have been part of it. Just fill out the hand here. Headphones, not headset. I see. Yeah, any headphones that sound good. Oh, nice. System Shock remake. It just came out. I remember hearing about that. I didn't know it was out right now. I feel like they've done no marketing for that. But that's pretty neat. Yeah, I remember hearing about that like months ago. Yo, are we going future funk right now? Electro swing? Sounded like it. System Shock remake. Would you look at that? Came out literally right now, probably. Apparently people are saying it's good. That's nice. It's always good when that happens. Ooh, there's a demo. Very nice. Although something tells me this game's going to be one of those ones where you probably know what you're getting into. Oh, the middle finger. They put it in a screenshot. I'm looking at screenshots right now. Alright, enough. Enough browsing. I'm looking at elbow armor just so I can get the mechanics cemented. I know I referenced these when I designed it, but I need a refresher every now and then. Yeah, it looks about like what I had going on. They usually do flare inwards, though. One thing I wish they did more of in these remakes, and I don't even know if this one will do it, but I wish they gave you the option to go to the original score if they bother redoing the music. That I just wish they gave you they should more frequently give the option to pick the original soundtrack, because the changes sometimes they're just not to my taste. It happened with what was the most recent? It happened with the Xenoblade one for me. The definitive edition soundtrack, and I think it might have happened for some people with the most recent Demon's Souls remake. I say most recent, but the only Demon's Souls remake, I guess. Apparently, they changed a bunch of stuff in that. You should just super easy. You just let people pick the originals or the new stuff. Then everyone's happy. And it's like as easy as coding a switch in a menu, I'm pretty sure. And then just swapping out the tracks when they trigger in-game. It doesn't even sound that complicated to do. Maybe it is. I'm very ignorant in programming and coding. But it seems like it'd be easy to do. Swap out some MP3 files. Somebody has something selected in an options menu, you know? There, I've thumbnailed this page, and it looks like it's going to be a nightmare, so I guess let's get started on the line art. Here we go. Actually, we should get the symmetry tool out. Plop that right here. Make this a little easier. Oh, what'd I do? Oh, it's only on the layer you put it on. Interesting. Was this always this small for line art? I need to see. I guess it was. It's always a size 6. Ah, my timer has broken. I was wondering why it seemed like it has not been 55 minutes. Interesting. Always happens on mobile. Ah, here we go. The dreaded parallel lines. It begins. Which one of them will be right? Nobody knows. Oh man. So annoying. Draw it in pieces. Oh, I forgot the eraser is not symmetrical, which I hate very much. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go lay down and relax a bit to recharge. Alright, mate. Have a good one doing that. I'll be here doing the same thing for about the next 1.5 hours. And I do mean the same thing. I am going to be drawing this line for the next 1.5 hours. That's what it feels like. Maybe I need to up the flow on this stabilization. It's already pretty high. Maybe that's the problem. Lower stabilization, maybe? Nah, that ain't it. Gee dang it. This is very difficile. If this doesn't pan out, I have an idea. Within, like, the next 3 minutes, I mean. Oh. Just started from the bottom, and it got a little better. Now we're here. This top curve is being real nefarious. Ah, thank God. We just had to start from a different angle. Thank goodness. We got there. Ah. Forgot this had a remix in this game. What is this whimsical track here? Is this Mario Kart music, or did I start up the Fantasia soundtrack? What's happening? Too much whimsy for Mario Kart, usually anyway. Isn't this a Mario Galaxy track? Hold on, I gotta check. 2217. No, it's just Cloud Top Cruise from Mario Kart 8. Sounded like a completely different game. Oh, well, now it's just a completely different song again, within the song. New songs all around. That one's good. Nice circular hairpiece. It's not a piece, but you know what I mean. Piece of hair? That sounded so much like the Magic School Bus theme for a second there. There it is again. I hear it. You can't tell me it's not real. Oops, ignore that. That sound effect is fine. Nothing is wrong. Never been better. Gotta open Google Drive for a second. See if I've drawn this hair similar to how I did it before, even once. Alright, it looks like I'm pretty consistent. I thought I was inconsistent, but I'm very consistent. Mainly this bit up here, where it's like the par three little, I don't even know what to call it, three little round shapes at the top. I wanted to make sure I had those in the panels that I've drawn so far, where they would be visible anyway. And I do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, now the DS music, I know for sure. I know all about the DS music for Mario Kart. This is a nightmare song. This song appears in nightmares for sure. Especially mine. Starting now. Oops. Zoom out was not where I wanted to go. The Carrier music. Good afternoon, my good sir. Good afternoon, Mask. Good hustle out there today. Much improved from yesterday. How's it going? On a real note, though. Not on these fake notes. These digitally altered notes. It's going meh. Yeah, it does that sometimes. Perfectly normal. I'm slightly better than meh right now. I'd say like a 6.5 out of... I'm passing in America. 6.5 out of 10. I think that's what it was to get a... Well, that was an earlier... That was to get a D, I think. I don't remember what getting a C was in school. Just woke up, went to sleep at 5, wasn't even doing anything, just awake. Yeah. I used to do that. Now I work when I would have been doing that normally, so I'm just filling the time. Filling the time, rather, with a different thing, which is better than nothing, I guess. I'm trying out the Mario Kart music today because I needed something that was not relaxing music. And very few things have the right balance between, you know, vibing music and keeping it upbeat. Like, I was trying other Zelda boss themes and they were just way too intense. It did not suit an art stream at all. Although I've seen people like Meat Canyon, for example. I'm pretty sure he just plays whatever he wants during his streams, but he has a big enough audience to do that. He just plays like metal? I said metal music. Freaking metal, dude. Stuff with lyrics and all that. Freaking metal music. Why did that happen? I don't even... Metal. M-E-A-T-E-L. Metal. Metal music. I'm using it in a sentence now. Devoted entirely to the subtopic of meat. I'm sure there's enough songs out there that can fit that. Metal Beatle music. Metal covers of Beatles songs. I know those exist 100%. I've listened to some of them. Not really my cup of tea, but, you know. Metal covers of other songs are my cup of tea, like that Mega Man remix we listened to yesterday. Also, this song is a banger. What is this one? 4226. Dragon Driftway, Mario Kart 8. It sounds dope. It's a good one. They got that Eru, I forget what it's called. Some kind of wind instrument. Metal music. I'm a sucker for this instrument. I actively looked up compilations featuring specifically it in traditional music. So to hear it here is very nice. I've become a sucker for this instrument and that one that's basically like the Japanese equivalent of a banjo. I forget the name of it. What is it? Is it the shamisen? Yeah, it's the shamisen. Should have used the symmetry tool on this thing. Oh, you know what song I've been listening to a ton recently? Just because I'm a sucker for fantasy vibes wherever I can get them. Let's do this one. Actually, I'll just pause this because we'll probably come back to it. This one. I'll listen to this like 5 times in a row some days. Sea shanties, kind of. I would listen to sea shanties if they all sounded like this. What I need is just an hour and a half long compilation of songs that sound just like this one. I need somber fantasy tunes. Heavy in vocalization. Sucker for it. Great music. Let me see if I can find one. You better. You know what's funny? If you look up covers for this song, it's literally just everyone trying to show off how deep their voice is to the point where it becomes comedic. Let me see if I can find one after this song ends. It's to the point where they're like ruining the song with just because of how bassy they want to show off their voice. Or how bassy they want to show it is. Alright, let me see if I can find... these covers to this song are so funny. But where's the one that I found exactly? I think it was a short. Oh yeah, there's this guy. I don't need to pull up the video, but he's doing like a TikTok a duet with like 4 other people, and you'll know when he comes in. It's just like, oh my god. Like, is that even a note at that point, or is that just a vibration? Search for bones in the ocean. All right, well, there. Bones in the ocean.
Oh, I bid farewell,
Whoops.
port and the land, and
Trying to
I
volume adjust on the fly
paddle
here.
away from brave England's white sands to search for my long ago forgotten friends, to search for the place I hear all sailors end. As the souls of the dead fill the space of my mind,
Is this the version you had looked up anyway?
I fear not the weather, I fear not the sea. I remember the fallen, do they think of me? When their bones in the ocean forever will be.
Yeah, alright, good. Just making sure.
To a place I once knew, to a place where my hope died along with my crew. So I swallow my grief and face life's final test, to find promise of peace and the solace of rest. As the souls of the dead fill the space of my ears, their laughter like children, their beckoning cheers, my heart longs to join them, sing songs of the sea. I remember the fallen, do they think of me? When their bones in the ocean forever.
Is good. I am enjoying it.
When at last before my ghostly shipmates I stand, I shed a small tear for my home upon land. Though their eyes speak of deaths filled with
I don't know what it is. I'm feeling like a bit of a sad boy recently. Not like not really, but I'm into the somber tunes again. I get in this phase every once in a while.
And my boat listed over and tried to capsize. I'm this far from drowning, this far from the sea. I remember the living, do they think of me? When my bones in the ocean.
But it also makes me sad. That's the best kind of music.
Now that
One that's evocative of emotion.
at the darkest abyss, I'm not sure what I want, but I don't think it's this. As my comrades call to stand fast and for John, I make sail for the dawn till the darkness has gone. As the souls of the dead live for air in my mind, as I live all the years that they left me behind, I'll stay on the shore but still gaze at the sea. I remember the fallen and they think of me, for our souls in the ocean together will be. I remember the fallen and they think of me, for our souls in the ocean together.
God, I have so many Twitter notifications. What's happening? Furry art. Ew. Gross. Oh, the tune has concluded. Alright, let's go back over here. Oh, here's some stuff. I don't know why I didn't just look this up before. Ooh, there's a whole Reddit thread about songs that are like Misty Mountain's Cold. Song of the Heavenly Maiden, Princess Kaguya. Let's try that one. Was that in your recommended? What in my recommended? Furry art? That wasn't in my recommended. That's the Twitter algorithm. Song of the Heavenly Maiden. I hope this is it. Should be. Ooh. Oh yeah, you can hear it. The vibes. The vibes. Just give me somber vocalizations. I'll be here forever. You can just keep me there in the same spot. I won't even stand up as long as it's playing. Oh, it just keeps getting better, dude. You just throw harmonies in there, I'm stuck. I can't move. I refuse. If I ever get lucky enough to turn anything I work on into an animated series, this is the kind of compositions I would crave. It would all be like this. Any moment of ambience that needs a song to fill it, it's gonna be something like this. I don't care if it gets self-indulgent. It's too good. Home. One of these lines will come out correctly, I swear. There we go. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good line right there. I believe that was it. Very short, but I did like it. Let's see what else we got. Song of Durin by Klav Mavi. Actually, I should save this to my playlist. Oh, I'm not on the right channel. I'll save it to watch later and then add it later. Save to watch later. What's this other one? Song of Durin, Klav Mavi. Klamavi. I don't know what pronunciation is. Oh my god, this... Oh, it's another... it's from the Hobbit movies. Let's run it. It's just another song from that thing. Alright. Good. I liked it. Do another one. Actually, I think this is an original composition, if I'm looking at this correctly. You know, this is fan-created. Dope. Based on the poem that Tolkien made, so it's still the words that he had. Who cares for chill vibes, majestic vibes only? That's what I'm saying. You just gotta find the right kind that you can play on stream. Without it getting, like, weird or interfering. I realize I would probably put the elbow piece here as well, so I'm gonna do that. Also unrelated, but do you chew ice? Like when you finish your drink, do you chew on the ice that is left? I used to. I used to do that when we went out to restaurants, because I was just, I didn't want to ask for a refill. Because I don't know. I just didn't want, like, a whole other drink of something, because we were probably going to be leaving anyway. Usually I would kind of balance it out that way, just how it happened. So I would chew on ice in restaurants, but not anymore, not so much anymore, no. Also, I don't have ice in my drinks too often. Not nearly as much as I used to as well. If I'm getting something out of the fridge, I drink it pretty quickly. I have no need for ice when I am so thirsty. No, you can hear the dude doing the bass note. There he is. Oh, I had to inhale to do that. Was that the whole thing? Nice. Whoops, I've clicked on something entirely. Get out of here. Let's see what some people in the comments are saying. If you don't mind Russian folk songs, I think you might like the song of Volga Boatman. There's an a cappella version. Interesting. That's the only suggestion that this person put here too, though. Let's see what it is. This is like a live performance. No thank you. No thank you. I will be finding other ones. Let's see if we can find any just looking it up. Majestic fantasy music. I mean, like, why not, right? Let's see what we got. Epic. See, when they put epic in the title, that's what worries me, but we'll try it. Epic is such a dumb word. Fills me with so much worry and dread about what they mean. Maybe somber is what I need. Somber fantasy music decay. Alright, let's try that one. Not quite the same, you know. There's got to be a word for it. For the particular vibe that we've been looking at so far. Skipping around. It's like this is an hour-long loop of the same song. Get out of here. Melancholic Journey. Let's try that. It's so hard to find. There's only so many songs that have the exact thing that I'm looking for. That Princess Kaguya one was pretty good, though. But not many of them have the same hit as The Pines Were Roaring. On the height, the winds were moaning. Trader, 1 hour of epic, dark, dramatic, fierce orchestral strings music. They're trying too hard. Far over. Let's see what we can get. Should we just go back to the Okami stuff? I do need a soundtrack to play at this very moment. 1 hour pure sadness, most emotional sad music mix. These people and their title. I get you got to get views somehow, but good lord, what is medieval lo-fi 24/7? This is ridiculous. I love it. There's a comment section. People are just doing roleplay in the comment section. What is happening? They're doing Star Wars roleplay in this comment section, in the stream chat. Peeking over quickly before taking cover again. I don't have time for this. Throwing a bomb at the stormtrooper. Donner would force pull R4 out of the ship and bring him to the Naboo Palace hangar. I don't want to hurt you, Donner. I'm not gonna. Aims her blaster at the trooper and shoots him, hitting him directly in his neck multiple times, the corpse limply falling onto the ground with a thud. Explosion, then seeing the helmet of the stormtrooper fly past, walking past the destroyed gun. Like, what is going on in here? I don't know what I'm looking at. This is awesome. Huh? I don't know. This is what I'm asking the same question. They're going in. There's explosions and action. Character motivations. I'm hooked. Immediately. Oh no. One of them says got to go. The other one's saying oh bye. And now this one's saying take care. I've come in it right at the end. Next RP gonna be... They're gonna do this again? In this exact spot? Not only do they do this, this is like a routine for them. This is crazy to me. The random little rabbit holes you stumble upon on the internet. A medieval lo-fi stream chat where people are doing Star Wars themed battle roleplay. What is anything? It's a beautiful place. The internet. Also terrifying. It's like nature. You can appreciate it from a distance, but the moment you get in the weeds, it's like, oh, this is a nightmare. And you know I wasn't making that up, because I am not smart enough to make up word dialogue like that and action sequences on the fly. Next RP gonna be good. Next RP. That's the craziest part, is that they're gonna do it again. That wasn't even a one-off thing. This is something they do. Presumably right here, often. I remember that I once roleplayed in a live stream about that one Pokemon that walks. It was a Kid Icarus roleplay. That is so many layers. Pardonnez-moi, Monsieur. Should we just listen to, should we just watch this anime fight scene that I've been looking at for like the past 2 days non-stop? I've been fixating on it. It's got a nice soundtrack, and that's the reason I was just thinking about it right now. Trying to think of good music. It's got a really good tune, but we'd have to listen to it. Maybe we wouldn't have to, but I am tempted to just watch anime on stream for fun, because I don't know. I guess I hate my VODs. I did it several times at like 7 a.m. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Let's freaking find it. It's a good fight scene, too. Also, it's been on YouTube for years, so if they have a problem with me, they better take it up with the original, too. The pines were roaring on the night. On the height, sorry. Where's my browser? Whoa. You can see my subscriptions. Don't look at them. They're not. None of these are embarrassing, but some of them might have been. So I gotta. Probably not much. Like, I almost forget that I'm supposed to be speaking over this a little bit to try and prevent anything. Just getting lost in it. I mean, we watched the Berserk clip on stream, and that did get content ID'd, and this is like 3 times longer than that. You know what? I'll leave the results of the fight ambiguous. We'll see what happened. You get to wonder what the conclusion of that is. I'll preserve the mystique. And now it feels weird, but we're gonna go back to Mario Kart music after all that. That's right, tonal whiplash. I'm glad that the fight has that moment so that I can leave the spoilers ambiguous. Anyway, moral of the story is it's hard to find the exact vibe that I'm looking for at this exact moment. If anyone ever finds a song like that, feel free to bring it to me. Greatly appreciated. How long I've been streaming? I think we'll do the line art for this panel, and then we'll call it. I've already got a couple more figures to do on this one anyway, so that'll probably even out to a good time. And by finish, I mean the usual of doing everything except the faces. Luckily, there's only one face because everyone else is armored in these panels. Another benefit of drawing armor. Are your characters currently having a good time? Maybe some of them. I won't say which ones. And remember, this is page, like, 10, so... really breezing into the tension here. Does her hand-wringing look reassuring to you? Does it look like she's having a great time? I would hope not, because that mean I've conveyed the action. That would mean I've conveyed the action effectively. So if it looks like she's about to get real nervous, or is currently very nervous, then I've done my job. Or my hobby, I guess. I've performed well at my hobby, I should say. This is not my job. Yet. I opened my eyes about 3 times wider than they've ever gone during that yet. Yet. That is not how that hand looks. I'm missing a 4th finger. Hold on, let me get that in there. That's probably why it looks a little weird. You got 4 of them, don't you? and a thumb, if we're going by that metric, which most people seem to be doing. What does his thumb look like? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I just kind of did the same thing I did for the other ones. Alright. See how that looks flipped? I'm curious. Close, I do. I wish Clip Studio would stop freaking out. Flipping it again. Do I like this bit here? I'll fix that later. More subdued, maybe? I don't know. The curved lines. So annoying. I'll just wait, I got a layer I can do for this. Finish. Later. This is what I have to do so I don't spend an hour on this right now. And then we just draw the guy in the back. Shouldn't be too bad. considering he's obscured partially. Yeah, I really didn't give myself much of a three-quarter perspective with this particular armor. this over a bit. Are the Burb Knights the baddies? I don't know. Except I do know, but I can't say. I know one thing for sure, is that I know I can't say. Oh yeah, I wanted to share something. I found this game that feels like it belongs on the GameCube. It's called 24 Killers on Steam, perhaps? Yeah, I don't know. What's it about? What's going on with it? Let me share a link. Sure thing. Okay, right out there it is. That's weird. It hasn't showed up in my OBS chat yet. Alright, I guess I could look at it on my phone, I suppose. "24 kill." My god, that that thumbnail for their banner. You were not kidding. This looks like an N64 game. I don't know what you're talking about, this GameCube nonsense. It definitely has a bit of an archaic art style. It's like PS1 or N64 era type stuff. How many reviews does this game even have? 115 all-time reviews? How did you find this game? It came out March of this year. Cool, isn't it? I mean, it looks pretty neat. It's a unique art style. You don't see too many things like that. I'm tempted to buy it. I mean, if you like the look of it, I'd say go for it. I have to also want to wait for the summer sales. Yeah, that's true. They do that often. I don't know if that game specifically will have one, but I guess you always gotta hold out for it. Just seems like it'd be a weird title to have a sale, considering it came out in March of this year. But you know, you can never count them out. Indie developers do some stuff. The protagonist is named Home. What a weird name. I definitely have no weird names in my story at all. Totally have some weird names in my story. What am I talking about? For sure got some weird ones in there. What the heck? I don't remember this in my Mario Kart. I don't mind it. Sounds like a Klonoa song. It sounds like a Wild Frost song too. Which is a game I need to buy and I am tempted to buy, but maybe that one will have a summer sale too now that you brought it up. This dude had nails, not nails, screws in his thing here. 3 along there. They have 2 visible there. And he had what? Some other ones on his shoulder pads here. Shoulder pads, his shoulder armor, I guess. just got the strap to do, and then I think we're good on the line art for this page. Or not this page, this panel. Good lord, I have so much more to do on this page. I keep telling myself, draw less figures, and look what I did. Look what I did. Massive. Look what I've done to myself. There are so many on this page. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 14, 15. I am a nightmare of my own creation. Figures. There's so many of them. Too many. All the advice that I gave myself over these past few streams, like just draw a vase or an object or a part of the body that can convey the information similarly. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna draw like 14 dudes in full armor, like a freaking idiot. I don't even know why. See how this looks without line art. Or, without the thumbnail line art, the sketch layer. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted out of this panel here, so we're good. Now to go off stream and start scripting so that I don't run into the issue I ran into 15 minutes before this stream, which was, how am I going to panel this page? I don't have any of the dialogue ready, and now I do. Do I have to? No, it should be there. Okay. Well then, that's it for me today. Another stream tomorrow, you know the deal. Unless I fall asleep, I will always add that caveat until I have a normal job again. One that's not, one where it's not pitch black in the sky while I'm working, you know. One with sunlight, maybe. But yeah, same time tomorrow, ideally. Same thing tomorrow, most likely. Doing the pages and whatnot. And eventually this thing will get done. When? I don't know. Hopefully soon. But yeah, catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. And bye-bye.